Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
This chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the
era così
chest with
difficile.
disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've
Non
seen
mica
and heard
tanto.
quite enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the?
But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
Hurry.
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
Mi pare strano che tu non abbia trovato niente, Holmes. Tutto questo casino per aprire quella merda. Ah. Home?
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabby out of my own pocket.
Watson,
Che
stop
strano.
complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
Analizziamo.
I must analyze the clues.
Yes, I know. Ok.
I can't do that.
Ok, se lo dici tu. No.
I can see something.
Cosa
I
puoi
can see
vedere?
something.
Se lo puoi vedere, lo vedrai meglio con acqua.
I can't do.
Fine, brother.
I can't do that. Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
Sì.
I can see something. I can't do that.
Non c'è una lente di ingrandimento.
I can
niente.
see something.
Sì, lo
Tooth
so che-
marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine.
Sì, anche io avrei detto.
Fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Problemi gravi.
I can see something.
Sì, cos'è che puoi vedere, caro, che non riesco a capire?
I can't do that.
Mi fido che non puoi farlo.
Bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
Già, e ho già idea.
I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough. This rope is only worn on one side.
Ok.
I can't do that. A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but I
Ok.
need something. I can't. I can't do.
Well, fuck you.
Black and damp earth. I must compare the samples of earth that I found. I must
Okay.
compare them. And if I mixed this earth with another substance. Now it must all be. I can't do.
Io ci credevo.
I can see something. The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are 12 miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit.
Una fossa.
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one... This stone...
Scusami,
I can
non ho
see
letto.
something.
You can see something.
This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place.
Ok.
There is something written on this scalpel. I can't do that.
Perché no?
I can make out WCCH. What do the initials stand for? How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Molto bene. E sono qui tipo una settimana dopo a giocare di nuovo e non mi ricordo che cosa dovevamo fare. Aspetta un attimo che vedo. Ok, a quanto pare dobbiamo andare... Ah, sono Watson? Ok,
Have you found your book?
ok, dobbiamo cercare il libro, un libro. Ah, il libro con tutti i cosi degli ospedali, qualcosa.
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases. And I've got work to do.
Ok, I don't really care about that. Dov'è fottuto libro?
And this is how my dear friend and colleague treats his clients' letters.
Ah, eccolo.
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
C'è da amare tanto il loro accento, il loro modo di parlare. È proprio grave.
I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Questo? No, allora.
I have found...
Good.
Ah, ok, devo... capire.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Ok. Ok, la corda si è consumata solo da un lato. La corda veniva usata sempre allo stesso lato, la terra era umida per tutte le assassine, le vescovi proviene da un pozzo. Pozzo? Penso. Sì. Aspetta. O forse per calare qualcosa in una fossa. Forse questo, aspetta. Non lo so. No, mi piaceva più quella del pozzo, sinceramente. Vabbè, frammento di granito dipinto di nero. Parete di granito dipinta di nero. Oppure un monumento. No, una parete di granito. Non mi ispira, Non mi ispira. Adesso faccio un po' di cose a caso. Ah, quante fottute deduzioni dovrei fare qua? Sono tutte sbagliate queste, non leggetele neanche. La King Chapel. Ok, sono sbagliate, adesso riprovo.
Now I can make the right decision.
Questa era sicuramente quella giusta, avevo capito anche. Ok, dispensare in un momento. Continui al cimitero. Direi che è la migliore.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
Già. Penso che...
I need something.
Cosa dobbiamo ancora cosare? Basta. Ah, scherzavo. Per analizzare una parola raggiungi il link della provetta da tutti bla 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 bla. Ok. What? Allora, I don't know what to do.
I haven't finished my analysis.
E grazie al cazzo non so cosa fare. Aspetta. Ah, ok, c'è questo. No, aspetta. Sai che non sono sicura. Ok, sì. Ok, sì, sono solo stupido. Andiamo avanti. Allora, col blu andiamo 2 e 3. 2 di questi e 3 di questi. Ok, ce la posso fare? Ok, no, è sbagliato questo. Ah, sì. Scusami. Ah, ok, se mi dice quando è giusto, allora non c'è pericolo. 3 e 2. Il contrario, ok, va bene, ce la posso fare. Ok, ok, 2 e 1. Molto facile. Rosso. 3 e 3. Yay.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Ok.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Tu mi stai dicendo che hai un elenco di gente che ha avvelenato persone negli ultimi 30 anni? You have problems, Holmes.
The work.
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow.
Ah, sì, mi ricordo di quel pezzo, non mi era piaciuto per niente, dico. Cosa vuoi che io faccia?
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
Ok, se lo dici tu. Selezione Kingsbridge, bla bla, ok. Veleno. Il vescovo si è morto da solo, diciamo che era impazzito. Oppure ha lottato selvaggiamente. Ma io dico che è impazzito. Ferita sparsa di sangue, la ferita contiene il veleno che provoca la pazzia. Il assassino aveva un veleno che provoca la pazzia. Ok, ne abbiamo altri.
Perfect. Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves. You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Eccellente deduzione, Watson. Ciao, Wiggins.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course. I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Vai, Holmes.